It's the new year and we're here to bring you what's the latest and what's hot for 2015 at the country's premier trade and export platform, Manila FAME. And we're here today with one of my favorite ladies, Miss Ros Vigueitos, who's actually the Executive Director of Center for International Trade Expositions and Missions, or better known as CITEM, the people behind Manila FAME. Thank you so much for having us here today. It's always exciting to come to Manila FAME. So for those who don't really know about it, can you explain a little bit about Manila FAME?
Okay, Manila FAME is a signature event of the Department of Trade and Industry. You would not believe, Stephanie, that Manila FAME, the way it looks now, is a government project. But it is.
Amazing. It's really
a
amazing.
Government project. It's a signature event of the Department of Trade and Industry. And it's really meant to help the thousands and hundreds and thousands of small, medium enterprises all over the country. We're providing a global platform for them twice a year. And this is where they buy, they conduct business, and negotiate with global buyers.
Yeah, and what I find interesting is, in the recent years, Manila FAME has moved from just showcasing producers and production to actual designs and designers. So that's really special for and unique for the Philippines, that now we're not manufacturers only.
Yes, because then we saw the light at a certain point in the history of Manila FAME. We're now on our 60th year. And you wouldn't believe that when China came into the picture, I think in the 1990s, no? And manufacturing then became like moot and academic. So the Philippines had to differentiate itself.
Manila FAME is the Philippines' premier lifestyle and design event. They once again showcase Filipinos' modern design and bring together promising talents and seasoned artisans all under one roof. And okay, speaking of designers, so you have people like Stanley Ruiz, his pieces are here, who used to design for bigger brands and now is doing his own thing.
He's actually a Filipino based in New York, designing for the likes of Jonathan Adler, right?
Yes,
and Indigo in Canada.
So maybe I think Stanley's around here,
right here.
Hey, hi.
Hi.
Yeah, we met before,
Yes.
so I remember. So these are some of your pieces. What's it like to design your own things now?
Well, it's fun. With the help of a lot of our manufacturers, we were able to come up with these collections. Like, for example, one of our exhibitors called Craftmill. I think collaboration, it's very enriching because aside from me providing the designs, we actually worked on the prototypes together. So they had a lot of input also. So you see all these patterns, and also even the form was actually extrapolated from like primitive geometric patterns used in weaving. As you can see, the story is all about simple lines, straightforward. I used the labyrinth as a sort of a metaphor for like a unified direction.
Every Manila FAME edition has the Red Box program. The Red Box is all about young designers and young design. This program aims to produce the next generation of Philippine design talents.
Stephanie, Liliana Manahan is one of our 4 designers being featured now under the Red Box program of CITEM.
I actually have some of her pieces at home.
So for this first collection, I worked with Cherboa Day, and I developed the whole line based on a set of toys that I have. And it just so happened that Randy from Cherboa had the same set of toys, so we kind of started off in the same wavelength already. And what these toys are, they're tiny little chairs that you assemble, and what you do is you just stack them up, and it encourages you to play around with like balance, composition. I really wanted to challenge myself with those kinds of like you know, with like new technology now. So I always try and incorporate that try at least and experiment.
Is this a trend you think for young designers moving forward to new technologies, embracing
Embracing one material, for example, like brass?
Yes, I've worked with lots of materials. I mean, I still am, but I've just really been drawn to brass more, just because of the color and textures, all sorts of stuff you can do with it.
From Red Box, we go to the more professional, established designers who are also backed up with manufacturing capability. One of many is Vito Selma.
It's a brand by itself, and Mrs. Evelyn Selva, please meet Stephanie Sudiri.
Hello. I
Yes.
know your son. Yes. Really wonderful pieces. Really, really wonderful.
He does wood fantastically. I mean, it's he's always a bestseller everywhere we go in any show, and the demand for this kind of design is very, very high.
Well, because I think it's really, I mean, it transcends all cultures. It's quite timeless, but still modern, no?
It's a very young design. You know, wood is usually a very traditional material.
Yes.
So when Vito takes care of the wood, it becomes young and fresh.
Manila FAME also features fashion. Manila Wear continues to be a platform of Filipino designers for unique fashion pieces from clothes to bags and accessories.
Hi, nice to see you again.
Yes, of course. I'd like to meet Stephanie Sudiri.
Hi,
nice
Rita
to meet
Nazareno.
She's a third generation exporter.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Very proud to be here.
Tell us a little bit more about your pieces, the ones that were really popular actually in Luzon.
Well, basically, just to let you know a little bit about the company, it was started by my grandmother in 1925, and then my mother, who's an only child, has been doing this for many, many years, for decades. And she designs her own line, which is under Essa Vizcarra. It's very popular in Japan,
Yes.
and we've been exporting to Japan for many, many years. For example, this is a bag based on an Anish Kapoor
Wow.
sculpture, and there's a little dent on the side
So you
for your
can-
finger, for your thumb. This is based on a monolith. I call this, it's part of the monolith collection, and if you feel it, you see, it's really, no one really can do this kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's really difficult. I remember in Luzon, people were literally coming up to me and asking
How you could have done it.
Yeah. So we basically do also Essa Vizcarra Limited, which is all natural leather from Italy, and it's either seamless or from one piece of leather. If you notice, there's no cut in the leather, and then there's no seam over here. So it's literally one piece.
It's amazing. Each Manila FAME edition gives manufacturers and designers a platform to showcase their export quality products to the world market. More of those when we return.